Hello everybody and welcome to Bath Mat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And I love this guy. This is perfect. Like, Studio Series does a great job of doing, well, figures how they looked in the movie. And I really like the 86 line, especially. I feel like it's just close to actually kind of affordable masterpieces. Like masterpiece figures. But, yeah, this is... I love this guy. I have a couple problems, but it's not really with him, specifically. It's more so with his accessories. So, his accessories are this gun. This classic gun, and it looks pretty dang great. That is not where I have the problem. He then comes with, and it's gone. Hold on. What the heck? Well, crap. Where did that go? Gosh dang it. Well, I guess I'll... Does this one work? Yeah, sure, that works. Huh. Well, that's weird. Well, he comes with this figure of Wheelie. And I don't like that it does that. I think it is a waste of plastic because he does not come with a sword. He does. You can get a sword, though, thankfully, if you have Swoop, which I have done a review on, and I do have that sword from it. But, look at this. This guy doesn't need to exist. If you want a Wheelie figure, you can get the Studio Series release of Wheelie, which I have, and it's very good. And I'll probably review it at some point. And it also comes with this slingshot, which I'm going to be using for this guy currently, so that I can do the poses with him, because the slingshot that he came with apparently fell or something. At some point before... At some point in between me deciding to review this guy today and me actually hitting play, apparently he dropped his friggin' slingshot. But, I mean, this one works, so you can put him in the slingshot pose, and you can have him sit on Grimlock's shoulder and fire on the enemies below. And when you have it like that, I guess that's fun. But you also can't really do anything with Grimlock then, at least with this arm. So you can't do a good pose with both of them. He's permanently stuck in a sitting position. Gosh, squatting sitting position. And I hate that he came with this, because he didn't come with the freaking sword. Okay, just let's break this down mathematically. This is one piece of plastic without any paint. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of plastic and a screw with paint and an accessory. This guy, I don't know figure math on what goes to what, but this has got to be less expensive than this. Which means they had the money for this. So why did they add this guy? I do not know. It does not make sense to me. Again, you can get a better version of it that can transform, that's more posable, just separate. And it's aneurysm. I do not understand. I don't like it. Anyway, let's do posing real quick. So you got this, which is one solid piece. So you can go full 360. You got out that far. Head on a ball joint. So you got that. This arm, also one solid piece. So you can do full 360 and out like that. Waist rotation. You can do a full 360. And then legs, you got forward that far, back that far, out that far. And they're permanently stuck like this. Again, the only pose that you can do that actually looks good is the pose where he is pulling back his slingshot. again, I don't like him being here. It just boggles my mind, especially because you don't get the sword. If you got him and the sword, I would not care. I would wonder why he's there, but I wouldn't care. But they didn't give me the sword, and now I'm mad. But thankfully, I do have the sword, and he looks fantastic with it. It's almost like he's meant to have a sword. But you can just put that in his hand, take the gun, put that there, I said put that there, and just bend the arms however you want, and yeah, that looks good. And now that I'm done ranting about the useless figure that they threw in here, oh man, I think I forgot to do a couple things. I really got on my high horse there for a second. Anyway, box reveal. Here's the box. There he is. There's a useless little figure. Grimlock, an Autobot wheelie. Then you have Transformers, the movie. Transformers. You got Grimlock. You got top. You got the side there. You have the back. And yeah, it does objectively look really good. And you also have on the inside, well, first of all, you have this plastic. Then you have, a little bit more plastic. And you have the display base, which is fairly bland, but, you know, good enough looking for a display base, I guess. Again, I don't care about these. So, yep. Now let's talk about the actual figure, because, yeah, this guy is fantastic. So just get a close look there. You got all of this, and I just think that looks incredible. That looks weird having the arms like that. Just move them in any other way. that looks weird. Although they do hide away good. I don't know. That does look weird having the arms like that, though. They're supposed to be up. Oh well, doesn't matter. But there you go. And yeah, it just looks so good. And now I suppose it's a good time to talk about the price. This is a very good figure. I would highly recommend it if you can get it for retail price or even a little bit above retail price. Unfortunately, you will not find this guy for retail price or above retail or slightly above retail price. You will find this guy for roughly $350. Like, literally like triple, if not quadruple, the original price, which is insane. It's a good figure. It does not have $300 worth. I don't understand, but, you know, yeah. So, that's rough. Now, let's talk about articulation. So, head on a ball joint. You got a lot of expression there. You got ratcheted full 360. You got out that far. You have a bicep swivel. You have it locks in here. So, you have a good, I have an itch on my nose. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, okay, that's much better. So you have over 90 degrees of bend. You have a wrist rotation, and you have in and out due to transformation. And of course, you can move the claws in and out, but technically, you can't really have him like that, or he can't hold stuff. Then going on down to the waist. Waist, you got a full 360. You got forward that far. You got back that far. You have a thigh swivel. Oh yeah, you have out that far. I said out that far. Thigh swivel, 90 degrees of bend. You have down at the foot. You have an ankle pivot that also reveals this bit of extra detail, which is kind of nice. And then I guess you can move the heel in a very unnatural way due to transformation. But I would not personally recommend that because it really breaks the sculpt. But yeah, so, oh, and then these can move however you want. I guess you can fly. But yeah, now let's do size comparisons. So here he is with my previous review. Sentinel Prime. And here he is with 86 Optimus Prime. And these guys look really dang good together. Oh, also you can get this guy in like a couple different versions. I think currently you can get him in like, is it Generation 2 colors? So if you want him for like 60 bucks and if you just like the mold and you don't care about the cartoon look, by all means, I would highly recommend getting one of the many recolors of this guy. Because it's really good. And also, there is a comic book version that comes with the crown, if you like that. I really like that as well, but again, that one's a bit more expensive. It also comes with more swords for the other Dinobots. They really could have added the swords in to everybody else, but they just didn't for some reason. Anyway, let's get to transformation. Did I forget to do Batman for the last couple of size comparisons? I think I forgot to do Batman for the last couple of size comparisons. Man, can you tell I haven't recorded in a while? Because I feel like you can tell I haven't recorded in a while. Anyway, Batman. There we go. So, yeah. Man, that's weird. Jeez, I need to record more often if I'm forgetting Batman. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, so, now let's get to transformation. Because it is pretty cool. It's also pretty simple because it's basically the classic Dinobot transformation. Or, I said, not classic Dinobot transformation, but classic Grimlock transformation. So, fold in the hands. Straighten out arms. Just do all that. Oh, nice. Like, take the feet. Take the heels, fold them up. Open this up. Just extend like so. And just take out this big blocking chunk of tail. And then bring this leg down like so. And then hinge it down on that hinge right there, or slide it down on this hinge. It's like on this side, and then you want it on that side. Same thing on this side. Just slide that, floop, and then fold out this, or vice versa. You can fold it out and then do it. Doesn't matter. Then peg the legs together. Just fold all this up, and then bend that in, and just get that like that. Then take the sides and bring that together like that. Take all this, bring that down. That will peg in like so. Then take the head, fold that in, and take these side parts, close that up, and then flip up the head, and then bend his arms properly. And then his legs can also, his legs can also bend at this hinge here. His arms can bend at this hinge or here. So you can get a natural bend for either way that you have it, which I think is kind of clever. And it also locks in on both sides, so you won't get it bending in the way that you don't want to. And here it is. And I guess I will bring down the camera a little bit because he's at a different angle. And yeah. Here it is. It looks pretty dang good. You know, it's not like a modern dinosaur, that's for dang sure, but it is a great lookalike for how they were in the G1 cartoon. And you can even do the blast effect, or the fire breath blast effect, I should say. And you can just take that, put that in there, and you can... But, yeah. Now, let's get to storage. So... the gun has 2 ports right there, and they can just peg on like so. And the sword doesn't really have a place to go because it didn't come with one, but you can just peg that right there, and so it can be like that. And then this useless waste of plastic that I now have 2 versions of 86 Wheelie because, yep, you can peg them on here, and I really don't know the best way to keep him on. Like, I think you're supposed to, like, do it like this and just... I feel like you're supposed to be able to peg him in. But I haven't had any real good luck doing that. So you can just have him standing there like that, or have him down there, or flick him off and not care where he goes because you don't like him. I'm kidding. If you like him, that's cool. I just find that the, actual version that can transform and has better posability and also has a weapon that I haven't lost is just infinitely better. But now, actually, speaking of posability, because it's a animal one, he still has posability. So you got out that far, you got ratcheted things. You can do the full 360. It's basically here it's basically the exact same as the arm. You got that, but now you have this bend here instead of this bend here. And so that's cool. And you don't have an ankle pivot in this mode, but that's okay. Head, you got up, down, mouth that can go rah. You can swivel at the head, do a full 360. This is a bit too loose for my liking, personally. And then arms are on a ball joint, and then a hinge. So you got quite a bit of movement that can be done there. And then nothing at the tail because it is a big old brick. But, yeah. So, that's about it. I overall really like this guy. I would highly recommend him, especially if you can find him for not $300, because, wow, he's expensive in aftermarket. It's insane. But, yeah, so that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next. And I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Or not. Up to you. Preferably, I'd like to see you in the next video. I'm rambling. But anyway, bye.